and welcome to another week of the Poetry Group podcast. We have taken 1 week off, but we are back. I am your host, D'Artagnan Solis, and my co-host, Jeremiah Griffin. Today we're going to go over a couple poems, then we're going to get into a poetry prompt, everybody's favorite segment of the podcast. Then we will do... It's okay, guys. Everyone has brain farts, and sometimes you just got to push through them and pretend like we have a sponsor. Look, the sponsor of this video. We don't have a sponsor for this video. We're just going to get into some poetry. We're just going to get into some poetry and hope that we have a good time here. So, Jeremiah, did you want to share your screen and start with your poem?
Well, first, I want to say last time you called me a guest. This time you called me a co-host, but you didn't ask me how I'm doing. I'm personally offended by that.
It's been a week off, bro. I gotta. Oh, my bad.
Don't care.
All right. Maybe Jeremiah should have just been the host. Apparently, he remembers how everything's supposed to be all the time. Jeremiah, how you doing?
I'm great, bro. But we're not going to talk about it anymore. We're just going to get into the new version of the poem. This was the first version. We're not going to reread it. This is the second version.
All right, here we go.
Truth. What is truth? Objective truth. There is no objective truth. There's one objective truth. That's that there is no truth. However, the truth is that the truth is what I want it to be. The truth isn't what you experience. That's your experience, not me. Gaslighting is a term people use when they're too ignorant to see, oblivious to the reality of things that really happened in between. There's only one experience, my experience. We were both there. We both were witnesses. So how is it that you recall it to be wrong? How do you sit and lie as if we too did not see the same scene? Our experience was the same, you and me, to make it seem like we didn't share that same time frame, to sit and present this situation in such a twisted way that you'd believe that I myself would question what I had seen. I know what I did. I know what I said. You don't get to take it and twist it, try to change it your way, to fit your narrative and the things you recall. Thus, this conversation with you can't be done, for you are not mature enough. Palm in beat.
Damn. That definitely is an improvement.
It's better, huh?
The rhyme scheme is very strong this time around.
Yeah, that was my second time reading it. And the first time was like 3-4 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, cool. You can read, Jeremiah. No need to show off. Wow.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Some of us struggle with that on this podcast.
Some of us, not all of us.
I just commented on the rhyme scheme. I did like the rhyme scheme. And also, for some reason, this time, I felt more like you were the victim. I know you're not, but I felt it this time. I felt like you were the victim.
Interesting. Probably because it wasn't my words. It was somebody else's words.
And she's just really good at playing the victim, or maybe she is the victim.
She might be the victim. I don't know her, like relationship, romantic life like that.
Damn. Someone save her.
Nah, she don't want to be saved.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
I knew it was gonna go there. I just genuinely don't think she wants to be saved. I think she's just chilling. She don't mind it.
I mean, I'm sure there were a couple slaves that didn't mind it.
I doubt it, but okay.
I'm sure there were a couple house slaves maybe. They didn't care.
Oh yeah, I guess that's possible. A couple house slaves. I didn't think about that.
They still. We should still save them.
We should still save them. There's nothing to save them from.
Save them from themselves, nigga.
I guess that's true.
The poem I brought this week, called by Solfull Poetry. My niggas don't like love poems. I just felt like this was a fun poem. I like his voice. His cadence is something that really stands out to me. And I feel like it's just on theme for the podcast to have a poem like this playing. So without further ado, let's get into it.
So love, right? The funniest part about being a love poet is that you be talking about shit that your homies laugh about, right? Like, most of the times when we have conversations, it's on the basis of, hoes ain't shit, and niggas got trust issues. That makes sense. So I realized as the emotional homie, it's my responsibility to help translate things that they don't know what to say. So I asked him, bro, if you going through something, what would you say to her? Be like, yeah, I'll probably buy her some candles and like, you feel me, get a honey pack. What? I said, no, bro, there's no way you're gonna win with that. In other words, what you have to say is, if the intimacy I seek is buried in the wax of your favorite candle, I pray God makes me inferno. Inflame me along the lining of your wick as I expose kisses that smell of beachfront and summer nights. You tell me that my flames are beautiful. And I hold you inside of my ember until my flames feel like fluff. Wax, waving welcomes along the line of my nostrils. See, eye contact that carries the scent is new to me. She blinks, and that's when a nigga wake up. Because most of the times when me and my niggas talk about love, they act jaded. Like the last time they heard that word, they felt that pain, and they don't take kindly to threats, so my nigga, don't mention that around me. But do you know how sad it is to have a circle so unsure of their heart's diameters, they let their worth be decided by somebody who'd rather hold them in a 360 than see a 180 in their life? Like my dog, what you want? Is that helping? Do you feel like your silence is validation for when she call you selfish, or being a man is taught you to find strength and being helpless? My nigga, that's survival and it's not fitted for you. Don't you dare let a woman let your fantasies mimic her fantasies just so she can feel like a little girl again. That's the whole point. You need to bring your heart back to the world again. And he be like, nigga, what? You said all that, and nigga, what? Not knowing how to love can be too close to not knowing how to breathe. And I can't let no woman that breath take and make a home out of my lungs. Like the way she makes me smile is too close to hyperventilating and shit. What can I say? His mother was born with asthma, so any woman with the lung capacity to love him harder, he blow away. Like my nigga, you must be insane. You think you're gonna spend your whole life trying to be Superman and you can't address your lowest lane? I said, my nigga, you know what? I said, my nigga, you think you're going to spend your whole life trying to be Superman and you can't address your lowest lane? I said, my nigga, you know what it's like to be Spider-Man, but you got to flip your world to get a kiss from Mary Jane? I said, my nigga, do you know what it's like to spend your whole life as the Undertaker because your mama got stuck on Kane? I said, no. And that's the reason why I realized I was privileged and came back, because your father left to a grocery store and got stuck for the rest of his life picking between a paper and a plastic bag. And when I say, I mean no disrespect when I say this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. The way your mother treats you is not deserving of the love you deserve, my nigga, I promise. And I know that's hard to hear when nobody listens to you when you speak. And in that moment, that's when I realized I can't listen to people when they talk about my niggas that love, because they don't know. But that was also the moment that I realized, though my niggas might love my poetry, that does not mean that they like love poems. Thank you.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Premium Wireless, $15 a month at Mint Mobile. When I premium
$15 a month, don't you ever forget it.
I mean, unless you want the unlimited plan, then it's $30 a month.
Don't you ever forget it.
I won't forget the fine print.
Damn, bruh.
Oh, there was nothing after that, damn, bruh.
I was going to, but you also started talking, so I decided to wait.
Nah. Take it away, co-host.
I was just gonna say, damn, bruh. I mean, I feel like the poem was deep, especially the way he put it together and the way like the wordplay was. But it makes me think of, like, I guess you would be closer to him and I'd be closer to the niggas.
I guess you over here. He did say off rip. It's crazy how when you're a love poet, the things you write about are the things that your homies make fun of, and I'm like, I do see that every time I say something in a poem, and it's like, wow, that's gripping, and you're like, freaky ass.
I don't know, bro. I felt that it was deep to me.
I really want to address the bars he had there towards the end. How you trying to be Superman when you can't address your lowest lane? Like,
yeah,
that was fire. And then he went on to say, the Undertaker bit. You're stuck as the Undertaker because your mom was stuck on Kane. That's bars. There's one in between that. I don't quite remember. his cadence was very lecture-like, right? It's like that
Lecture,
wake-up call.
lecture, like in terms of conversation, like
Yeah,
your
like
dad talking to you, for sure.
yeah, like your homie is just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I did like how I felt like I was in the conversation.
He was on your ass, bro. He's
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
let me see. That's a poem I'd be willing to do a really big breakdown on. I feel like his wordplay was really strong. So if you guys do want to see that breakdown, go ahead and drop it in the comment section down below. We will. I shouldn't say we. I won't. If Jeremiah has the time, he can come hang out while we
Yeah,
while
I'll
we break
show
it
up.
while we break it down line by
Awesome.
line. If you guys want to see that extra content, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If we don't have any extra things to get into, though, this is time for everyone's favorite segment of the podcast, the poetry prompt. So, Jeremiah, you have within your
What do,
grasp a
Buckaroo?
book of poetry prompts.
Damn, I didn't think you were gonna bring this up. Go ahead.
Would
Keep
you
talking.
like to share a prompt today, or would you like to go with the predetermined prompt?
What's the predetermined prompt?
Where I
Well,
want to
actually,
be.
interesting. Where I want to be, that's the whole prompt.
That is the prompt. Where I want to be.
Pick a number 1 through 300, but don't make it any more than 20.
Oh, I wish I'm gonna share the screenshot of the book when you say that. Let's go with my favorite number 3.
1, 2, 3. Write a diary entry dated 10 years in the future.
10 years in the future. Okay.
Those are the two options. It's either that or where I want to be, which is similar, but not quite the same.
Diary entry 10 years in the future.
So for me, 29.
Yeah, 10 years in the future, I'll be 37, bro.
Oh, shit. What else?
All right, 10 years in the future.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah, let me just pull up a timer. Are you ready, sir?
1, 2, 3, go.
All right, we have 10 minutes on the clock. Right now, future us is writing a poem about
Past us.
past us that's writing about future us.
Oh, shit. I thought past us is writing.
Past us is writing something crazy. Maybe. I should know that the past was past me writing something crazy.
Past you is writing. I can't say if it was crazy or not because I don't give too many spoilers.
I'm a spoiler machine. Anybody
But
who
the fact that past you is writing about future you is crazy. And future you is filling in for the past you, is my understanding of what's happening right now.
My brother just texted me, "What you doing, bro beans?"
This motherfucker. Read the comment.
All right, I'm reading. Damn. JSO6233, welcome back to the comment section after taking a week off. Fighting X's both fire. Those are our fighting poems?
I mean, yeah, I just don't know what the X's is.
I don't know what the X's is either. What did I write about in my
Is
fighting
it
poem? Mine was
times?
about like fighting with like fighting with myself and like fighting to like be a person and establish who I am, right? Like those.
No, I don't think so.
Nah. Oh, I actually no.
You're talking shit about what fighting is and what people expect you to write about for a fighting poem.
Yeah.
And then how it's difficult to write about fighting because writing is the only time you don't have to fight.
Dang, bro. Dude, remember my poem like that. Appreciate you, bro. Need people
Yeah,
like
bro, I like
Jeremiah in your life.
And J-So, obviously.
Facts. Destiny Gray, welcome back to the comment section after a week off. I related to both poems because my headspace feels like there's a light switch. Moody, good vibes, seeing myself in everyone, not wanting to hurt anyone. But when I'm pushed to the point where I feel like I need to protect myself from you emotionally, physically, or spiritually, the light switches to red and I'm choosing me. I don't see red. I'll go warrior mode. Also loved the two perspectives on the gardener. I think that's a really philosophical thing that you guys can take with you. And I think it's really important for every man and women too, if you want to be self-sufficient and strong like that. But like, as a man, like your role as a protector, you want to be a warrior in a garden, you know, You don't want to be the guy that is the gardener and then someone breaks into your house and you're incapable of protecting your family. That's a tough spot to be in. I'd also imagine that even if you guys do survive after that, like it's going to be real tough for your wife and kids to look at you the same if you like cowered and ran away.
Right. I just really wish you would have said incapable instead of uncapable. But I agree.
Did I say
You got to get a
incapable?
new family. You did.
Got to learn how to talk.
Yeah. It's going to be hard for me to look at you the same after this.
No, it isn't. You already know I can't read.
But I didn't know you didn't know words.
I don't. I'm
You're
learning them every day, bro.
pretty good at knowing words.
We got JSO6233, Black Snaps, great podcast as always. Appreciate that, JSO6233.
I put in my best work here.
Rex, the $2,500 story you shared made me realize what a broken system that's been created. I mean, that's true. You just got to write a couple essays, like $2,500 help you go to college, but that's too much. They don't even have to be good. They just got to be done. It's wild. Jeremiah, would you write those essays to help you go to college?
What were they about? My life story?
Yeah, pretty much. All of them were about for ours, it was how the clubhouse affected you, how the, what's passionate, what is important to you. And the final is, I don't remember the third one, but all of them are centered around you.
They're middle schoolers? They're high schoolers. Okay, so hear me out. No. But not because it's too much work. It's because I had no intentions on going to college.
I mean, fair enough there, but would you also use it knowing that you can use it to go to trade school or literally any type of training that you would need?
Then I probably would have done it. But I didn't know at the time that I was going to get into the industry I'm in, so I wouldn't have known where to go. I would have just did it and then hope for the best.
I mean, the good thing about this is you can just leave it on the back burner. You do not have to immediately cash it in right after you get out of high school.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I mean, I would have knocked it down.
These kids, man, I try and reach them. How do I reach these kids? Destiny Gray.
Not saying it like that.
That's the South Park reference. Do you see that episode?
Mm-hmm.
Cartman's teaching the school in the bad area how to cheat. He comes in. He's supposed to be like a teacher that's supposed to. I think the movie's called Stand and Deliver. This white guy goes into an underdeveloped area, starts teaching at a school, and all these kids they don't believe in themselves at all. And he convinces them they can be smart and they can learn all these things. And it starts off with them being the whole, man, get this white man out my face. And then at the end of the movie, they're all together and they all believe and they're all successful, right? So Cartman does that in South Park, except instead of teaching them to believe in themselves and stuff, he just teaches them how to cheat. And then he's like, no, we're going to print test answers on the inside of our water bottle. And they're like, man, why am I going to spend all this time cheating when we could just actually learn? And he's like, how am I going to reach these kids?
That's hella funny.
Yeah, Destiny Gray, it's me or you, fire. Writing is the only time I don't have to fight for myself. These two lines are deeply connected. I'd love for her to elaborate on that because I feel like I get where she's coming from, but I'd love to really hear what she means by that. Jeremiah, you sound like
explain yourself.
JSO6233 says, Jeremiah, you sound like a teddy bear, there to provide comfort rather than a can of whoop ass. I like that for you. You seem very thoughtful in your actions and decisions through your poem that you've shared on this podcast.
That's not what I'm going for.
Hey, people like that for you, though.
I know.
But you will pass a fist.
I will pass a fist. 5 years from now, I'll be more accepting. Maybe even 2 years from now, I'll be more accepting of these comments. Not that it's a problem. I appreciate it. I do.
That don't sound like you do.
I do, but I'm gonna fight it. Because
you still got some insecurities to disprove.
Yeah, it's the middle insecurity part. I'm definitely in a garden. But I don't know that I'm warrioring in there. When the bandits come, I don't know if my family gonna make it quite yet.
You ain't gonna pull up on some Red Dead Redemption and just face them at the barn door.
I'm also broke. Can we run with you guys?
Look, you can raid the house if you want. You ain't gonna find nothing.
There's nothing in there.
But you know what would be cool is if we came with y'all, we stole some other people's shit.
Right, right. We could be one big family.
Oh, weak. Jeremiah, honestly, the way you've talked to the show too, you'd be that type of person. You could have my wife if you want. I could always find a new one.
I can always find a new one.
What I really can't find is this money. I am so poor.
Please help me. Point me in the right direction.
Because
or
y'all
I'm
seem to.
killing
Where'd you get those boots
everyone.
at?
Where'd you get those boots at? That's a
God damn.
nice horse.
A nice,
Just my size.
nice pair of boots. I could never afford these boots. I'm out here in fucking moccasins doing farm work.
They're not moccasins. It's mock. M-O-C-K. They're fake.
Jeez, that's bars. JSO6233 says, I need to read more comic books and watch more anime. Seen her in person just yesterday. She's letting us know that she was completely lost in our breakdown of Superman versus Goku. Had no idea what we were talking about. But
Because my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go
Because I
ahead.
also got like that comment. It was before on when you were on the pod with Andrew, and I was watching with someone. She's like, I have no idea what they're talking about because I think you were talking about Sparking Zero, which is something I wanted to talk about today a little bit. I don't know if there's time, but yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I suggest watching something short first. So, like, I would suggest Castlevania if you want to watch one. It's about vampires and shit. A lot of people like vampires. I don't even like vampires, but I like Castlevania.
Okay, sick.
But like, watch something small. Don't like be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start anime and I'm gonna go watch Naruto. Like Naruto is fucking long, you know. Like you need to know if you actually like anime first.
So I will say that JSO6233 does watch live action One Piece.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's not the anime, but I mean, it's pretty good.
I haven't seen it because I can't get past episode 9 of One Piece.
Well, dude, just watch the live action. It's breezes through the whole first season in like 10 episodes. We have 15 seconds on the clock though, so I do need to ask you this question. Would you knock out your woman for $10 million?
Unfortunately for her.
All right. There we go. We got our noise transition. I reset that. Yeah, just leave that for later. All right. How you feel about writing 10 years into the future?
It's not my favorite, so I'm going to go first.
All right. Let's go ahead and let you share that.
How'd you feel about yours?
I felt like mine was interesting. It wasn't like, there's not some crazy rhyme scheme, not a ton of crazy wordplay, but I wrote to myself in the future. I have fun with it.
I bet. Give me a second. I had to turn on my Do Not Disturb. I've been getting too many notifications, and I don't know why.
Oh,
Everybody
my man's getting popular now.
Everybody want to talk to me this morning.
They're not talking to you. Tell them to talk to you in the comment section, as that helps the algorithm. Go ahead and make some comments down there. Leave emojis, whatever you got to do to participate. We will acknowledge those every week.
I might not. Depends on my mood.
I will, though.
Write a diary entry of you 10 years in the future. Wow, another beautiful day. It's a phrase I began to say with my best friend every morning around 10 years ago. I'm so amazed at what I've become, proud of all the days that I've won. I'm so grateful that fate had it that I would see another day like today. I didn't know if I'd be married, and now I know. I was uncertain about having children, but wow, how I've grown. I didn't think I could do it, but now I've shown myself that staying positive was worth it, that I could become amazing if I continue to put the work in. Different things are important to me now than they were back then. I no longer look forward to my next accomplishment. These last 10 years have taught me that nothing is more important than the journey itself. And my, what a journey it's been. Only 29 and what a life I've lived. I can't wait to see what tomorrow brings. My heart beats full as I strive for inner peace.
Oh, 29-year-old Jeremiah.
You know what I'm saying. A young fella. Don't know too much.
Oh yeah. When he doesn't, don't forget he turned 19 last week.
Last week, twice.
Last week, twice.
Sure. Leave it up. Actually, it's not that long.
There we go. So we can still see and make some comments. Wow, what another beautiful day. That's a phrase I began to say with my best friend every morning around 10 years ago. Is that something you actually say?
Yeah, every morning, me and my best friend, her name's Sophie. Um, I'll like send her an audio message, and I'll be like, "It's a beautiful day," and that's how we start the day. And it's like the thing about it too is sometimes you don't feel like it's a beautiful day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And not too long ago, she was like, Germ, I just don't feel like it's a beautiful day today, And I was like, well, we don't say it because we always think it's true. We say it because we're gaslighting ourselves into believing it's true.
Wow,
And it
that's
really
the most
sets the
beautiful way
tone.
that gaslighting has ever been used.
Yeah, I'm learning to use it in different ways since I'm such a professional,
Yeah, gotta
but
capitalize on
it
those
sets the
strengths.
tone for the day.
And so amazed at what you become, proud of all the days that you've won. I can see that already in you. I didn't know if I'd be married, but I know now. I like how you wrote that and it implies that you're married now, but like
Don't know,
I still don't know if you're married. I was concerned about having children, but wow, that one again, it implies that you got married and had kids, but like, did you?
huh? Exactly.
Yeah. So you're. I feel like the purpose of these, like writing 10 years in the future, are always to like, to goal set, right?
Hmm.
Like, oh, here I am at this job and like doing these things, and like you're holding yourself like, nah, this is what I'm gonna be doing in 10 years. You literally just told us, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing in 10 years.
Exactly. I don't know what 10 years looks like from now. I just know I'll be more positive than I am today.
And those are the only ones that you were like concrete on. Different things are important now that they were back then. Like what things? I was riding with the flow, but now that I'm reading it back, it's low key infuriating.
Wait, you didn't tell us anything.
I was like, I rode with it. I really did. I just enjoyed it. I was like, that was nice. And now that I'm really looking at the words, I'm like, you motherfucker.
It's about positivity, bro.
It is the first two stanzas about positivity, and then the
Yes,
last
sir.
one.
Yeah, true.
Nothing is more important than the journey itself. Okay, so again, just the positivity, but all the other stuff in the middle,
Hey, bro.
you just fed us fluff.
That's just the part that matters.
In the beginning and the end.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's in the well.
It's
That's
about
actually ironic. It's like in the poem, the beginning and the end matter, but part of what's in the poem is like, oh, the journey matters, not the beginning and not the end. Doesn't matter if I'm married or not. It just
that
matters that I got 10 years from where I am now.
I existed for 10 more years, buddy. Every day's a win. Let's get it.
Every day's a win.
All right.
Conquer the day.
Well, those are my comments on that poem. I don't want to
I
read it
bet.
anymore.
I hate you in your poem.
It's
You're a sick man.
it's getting to me. All
Let's
right.
get it.
So I wrote 10 years into the future from my current self. I didn't write as my current self from 10 years in the future. I feel like it was a good spin on things I got going on. So 10 years
Nice.
ago, I was 17. I graduated high school and had neglected studying, but that was okay because I bounced back my first semester of college like a kickball, violently smashing into gym walls. I was doing my job, but the most memorable moments were never when I was at someone's feet. It was always when my unpredictable patterns left unpredictable tracks on someone's face. All my friends were playing dodgeball trying to avoid me. I didn't know how to be normal. I never learned that. I'm 27 years old with all the tools it takes to grab a 17-year-old just like myself by the ears and guide them through a jungle to prosper. I've finally found a way to tie my insecurities around my voice and swing them like a mace into any oncoming challenger. I'm a Street Fighter DLC character. I'm striving for a coma. I still want time to just stop so I can get a grip on how quickly my life changed like a dollar bill to quarters. I presented myself differently, but my value was the same. And at 37, I hope you have it together. I hope you're debt free. Take care of your woman. She loves you. Do not touch anything behind those doors in the back of your brain. You don't need them. We sealed those off for a reason. This has to be the first letter for change written from the present to the future. See, I know I can see everything I did wrong in the past, but I feel like I have powers the way I can outline every single way that I can mess up again going forward. I'm begging you to understand that when your brain is a racetrack and your thoughts are pushing 200 miles per hour, your normal life is going to feel like grandma is pushing a cart with you inside of it, and you're just watching the rest of your life passes by. But please understand, with a brain like yours, being bored is a good thing. Poem.
I'm glad you went second. Glad you went second. So my opinion is like one of my favorite things is basically describing from 17 to 27. Um, if I decide to find a line that made me feel the way I felt, then I'll say it. But right now, I'm not really looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think from like, not that I'm 27, but to go from, in my opinion, like high school years and being like a teenager to being, I guess, like mid-age adult.
In my late
It
20s,
doesn't,
bro.
it doesn't feel much different, you know? I presented myself differently, but my value was the same.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's like, I don't know. That was a big thing for me. It's kind of like my cousin, she's pregnant. She's like 24, 25. And she's like, I'm going through a fucking teenage pregnancy. And it's like, nah, bro, like you're an adult. Like this is around, you're supposed to do it, but it doesn't feel different.
Yeah, definitely
It's like,
doesn't feel any different.
yeah. Or some people never gain new skills, And not saying that's you, just like, that's what it made me think of.
Yeah. I definitely
Um,
have all kinds of new skills. I just don't feel like I am old enough to have them.
yeah. Or like, it seems like you don't feel more valuable for them for
True.
having them. Um, and then I think from 27 to 37, the tone was more just hopeful. And it's like you're guiding your 37-year-old self to be better, which is ironic and odd because usually the older person would guide the younger person to be better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's good. It's like it ties into um, foresight and hindsight, in my opinion. If I understand them both, it's like by a certain age, you talk to people with both foresight and hindsight. Hindsight from what you've done, but you have enough experience to have foresight for the future based on your mistakes.
That's it. It's a good way to put it. I didn't even think of it that way.
I was talking to my uncle about it.
Yeah, your uncle
But
got
yeah,
that foresight and that hindsight.
yeah. When for my younger cousin, it's like he's trying to teach him shit because it's
Yeah.
like he's 10. He's at that age where it's like okay, life is about to start making its like it's change.
You're gonna start making some decisions.
Yeah, and it's like what's difficult for my uncle is that like in your poem, he has foresight and hindsight, more experience. It's like he has foresight for his son and hindsight from himself, but his son being a 10-year-old boy, he has pretty much neither. Like
Right.
he has hindsight kind of, you know what I mean, but not like in the way that
It's not
well,
overly developed at all.
yeah.
This is how I know that I should not be 27. Or at least I don't feel 27. Every time you say foresight and hindsight, I hear foreskin and hiney-sight.
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I'm 12, bro.
You're 17. I'll give
I,
you 17.
I'm 12.
I'll give you 17.
Check
I
my
feel
birth
like that's a
certificate
17-year-old thing.
written in crayon.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Written in crayon. Chalk Zone is on my TV right now. Everything's in crayon.
It's in chalk, you dumb fuck. What?
Fuck. They look like crayons, not chalk.
That was a wild statement from you. I never thought I'd see you slip like that.
I never do. Bro, that shit don't look like chalk. It's not true.
You said the title of.
Nah, that shit is crayon. He just has chalk.
Oh, I mean, if you're talking about how it was actually drawn, I'm sure the show was
Nah, I'm not
drawn.
getting out of this, bro. I'm not getting out of this. I fucked up. But I don't care. That shit like crayons to me.
It was all animated. There's no actual writing utensil used, but that show is called Chalk Zone, bro.
Shut the fuck up. I never thought I'd catch you slip like that. Me neither, bro.
That one was.
I'm
That
glad
was
life
different.
is about the journey.
Life is about the journey. And I'm on this journey to read, bro. Read, nigga, read.
Right.
And I'm getting there.
Fuck. I
This
can
is
read, but I have no reading comprehension.
This is where we do our closing statements. We had a short pod today. Didn't have as many poems in the beginning.
Right.
So
We're supposed to have a special guest soon, right?
we were supposed to have a special guest last week. We were supposed to have a special guest this week. But special guests just keep ghosting me. I don't know what I did to them.
Bro, you gotta treat them better, bro.
I'm not treating them well enough. It's probably not going to help that I wrote about how I'm an unpredictable dodgeball that doesn't ever like to be at someone's feet, prefer to leave tracks on someone's face. It's not really going to help me make friends.
Is that how you treat them?
Nah. I usually just treat them like foreign diplomats, you know?
I don't know.
You've never had to house a foreign diplomat?
I know. I'm just a boy. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
I've never had to house a foreign diplomat either. I was hoping that if I just threw it out, you would be able to explain to everyone else what it was.
Nah, don't be acting like that.
So,
I can't explain shit right
so,
now. I'm stuck.
have you
crayons.
seen Lethal Weapon 2?
Nah.
Oh my god.
You wanna know something funny? I was gonna say nah, I only watch action movies.
Twice in one day, Jeremiah. You're supposed to be the only serious character on the show.
I'm changing, bro. I'm on my 10-year journey.
Yeah, I don't like where you're going.
Well,
so anyways, the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 2 had diplomatic immunity because he was from
like Peter.
Yeah, like Pretoria.
Okay. I actually know someone named Pretoria, so that was confusing for me.
Wow.
Continue.
So, like, if I had a foreign diplomat housed in my house, the idea that I would use to explain what I'm trying to explain here is I just treat them very well because I can't sue them.
All that for that, bro. I have an idea. How about with some special guests, I just talk to them because obviously they don't like you, and people like me.
I used to think people like me, and you know what's crazy? As we were, what was it? I was thinking about the poem you shared in the beginning, bro. You were like, "Oh yeah," a friend of mine was like, "Hey, can I edit your poem?" I was like, "My niggas don't talk to me about my poetry at all, bro."
Damn, that's crazy.
Like I have I realized as I've aged. You remember when I said I got small circles drawn with chalk lines, got a tippy toe. You remember when I said that? I really do have small circles, bro. Like I don't be hanging out with anybody like for real like that. Like no one. Everybody that I hang out with, it's because we have like a mutual like I'm gonna be here and you'll probably also be there, so I see you enough. Like I go to the card shop, I got homies at the card shop. I go play basketball. I got homies that go play basketball. But I never just kick it with anybody and be like, "Oh yeah, let's chat this up." Like that's you, but you live in Arizona, so like,
you gotta learn how to develop what is it? Deep meaningful relationships, bro.
see, I used to have those though, but I was an alcoholic.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the same thing. I mean, I'm not judging because I'm not saying you can't have deep meaningful relationships as an alcoholic and through alcoholism, but I just don't know. Like,
I had them, bro. They were all there. But you know what also happened is both of my deep meaningful friendships, they had kids.
That'll fucking do it, bro.
Yeah.
This is long for closing statements, so we're gonna stop eventually, but that'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, well, people are used to listening to us for an hour. We could just keep going for 20 minutes.
Then why would you say they're closing statements?
It is the closing statement. We're closing, and I'm making statements.
I guess that's true. It just doesn't feel like closing statements. Because I feel like closing is efficient. It's to the point. It's like, oh yeah, I just got to say this, this, and this. I got 3 bullet points, and then boom, we're done. But anyways.
All right, so you say that about closing, but like, have you ever been the closer at your job? Nothing about closing has ever been efficient at any job that I've ever worked at ever.
It has been when I'm the fucking closer, because if we close at 10, I start closing at 5. No bullshit.
Oh my god, that's a 5-hour close. I mean, that sounds like you got out on time.
We're closed by the time it's time to close.
What time are we supposed to close here, bro? We don't have working hours.
I mean, it only goes back to your point of like they're used to listening to us for an hour, but it's like, damn, we're gonna close for an hour. I guess you're right. Damn, I'm fucked up this morning. It's all this positivity. It's taken away from my brain function.
Yeah, we need you to be bitter again. Scene. Played myself, bro. Played myself. Now I have 2 different pieces of footage. It's gonna make it take like 8 more minutes to edit.
8 more minutes is crazy.
I know I have this shit down. Like I could edit pretty quick now because I'm like, okay, we just keep that block, keep this block, and like move some stuff around. Now I gotta import a whole other video. Minutes on the clock.
I
Past
thought we
us.
read those ones already.
Did we?
I think
I don't
we did.
know.
Well, we skipped a week, so we don't have a last week.
Yeah, but we also didn't record anything that week, so we didn't read those.
That makes sense, but I just feel like
Maybe you read them personally.
maybe. Let's get it. I was like, if I can get it at the last second, just say rear naked and it'll cut.
Give it to her rear naked. Whoa, that's a bar, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Give it to her rear naked. That's fire.
I had to make up for all that stupidity from earlier.
Well, if you did want to talk about Sparking Zero for a little bit, I could always just plug it at the end of the pod like I usually do. So, what are your thoughts on Sparking Zero?
I bought it yesterday.
Yeah, so you're gonna be playing tomorrow.
That's what I want to say. I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. Did everybody get the early release, or is it only the pre-order?
Only the pre-orders, and it has to be of the deluxe or higher. Oh no! Every pre-order gets it.
Every pre-order?
Yeah, every pre-order gets it.
Okay. Well, I bought the Ultimate Edition anyways. It cost me like $110. I'm super excited for the game. I'm also preparing to feel some disappointment because Tenkaichi 3 it's gonna be difficult to beat, bro.
Tenkaichi 3, so I went back and I played I don't know if you ever seen the mod for Tenkaichi 3 where they had put in all the super characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even say it's a mod, but like they put a lot of effort into it. They recreated an entire story, so you can have like the super fights and the movie fights from Super,
Nice.
and like they changed the way that the story plays out entirely. So this mod is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4, and it really does feel like Budokai Tenkaichi 4, like it expanded upon Tenkaichi 3. And as I'm playing that game, I realized I liked this game a lot because I was like 14. Like the timings on like the vanishes are inconsistent. Like
That's true.
It's a whole thing. I hope that this game, obviously it's not going to be balanced. Like Yajirobe is not going to be able to go toe to toe with SS4 Gogeta unless you just got the stick skills like that. But what I do hope is it's polished off so that like I can actually become good at the game. You know, like I can work on my timing on vanishes and counters and my combos and stuff. And that's all I really need. I will play the shit out of this game. There's actually a tier list with the points for the ranked mode.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's already out. So my first team is going to be 6-point Frieza from Super. So I can transform into Golden Frieza, Kid Goku, and Dispo because he's black, even though he's not actually a human character.
Right. That's a good reason to pick him.
Yeah, I love Dispo. As soon as he started talking, I was like, that's my guy.
What up, my nigga?
Like that's basically what he said.
Right. That's him. But fucking, I don't know, bro, because I just feel like, I guess my concern is that it'll be more like some of the okay, so let's take like Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3. I think up until Revelations.
Yeah.
It was one kind of game. Really good game. Love it. Would never have replaced it. And then, what did they release after Revelations?
I think that was the Odyssey one, right?
Nah, I think it was Assassin's Creed 3.
I didn't really play Assassin's Creed. I just kind of heard how the releases went, but continue.
Yeah, it's all good. So then Assassin's Creed 3 released, and like they changed it, they kind of modernized it, and it was like, okay, cool, this is still like a really good game. They just added some other stuff and changed the combat a little bit. Oh, cool, I love the game still. And then Assassin's Creed 4 came out. I didn't play it. I skipped it because I don't fuck with pirates.
You don't fuck with pirates, bro?
Pirates, bro. Um, and then I don't know what came out after that because it wasn't Unity, it was something else, and the game completely changed. So then Unity came out, and it's like, all right, this is a different game, but it has a lot of the same stuff. Like it's modernized. I can still play it. I can still enjoy it. And now it's a completely different game entirely. It went from like whatever Assassin's Creed 3 would have been considered to like, I don't know, bro. It just different. I don't know how to say what I'm saying because
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
really know the games.
I have seen Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla gameplay, and I was like, this doesn't feel like the old games that I used to watch a couple people play. I did play, which one had multiplayer? Was it
Unity.
Unity? I did play that, and I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah, it's like different, but it was like, all right, I don't hate it. And that's what I'm hoping for at the least for Sparking Zero is that feeling of like, okay, it's different, but I don't hate it. I can play it, I can enjoy it.
I,
Versus I bought Valhalla, not having played Odyssey or Origins or any other game that may have been in between, and I was like, this is not the same game. I hate it. And it sat on my shelf for I don't know how many years since it came out. I pre-ordered it. It's the steelbook cover.
damn,
I fucking hate it.
damn. Well, I heard a lot of people didn't like Valhalla as much as previous games. What I heard was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Like people put like lifetimes into that game, bro. Like,
When people say they're like, "Oh, you didn't play Odyssey?" I'm like, "Nah." They're like, "Bro, that's like the one." But I think that's when the real change happened.
oh yeah, no, I think Odyssey is the benchmark for what Assassin's Creed has become.
Yeah, it's like more of an RPG, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. And it's weird because usually I like third person RPGs. Like that's my shit.
What I will
But
ask
that's
is,
not
did
what
you ever play
Assassin's Creed
Scarlet
is.
Nexus?
I did not.
So Scarlet Nexus is a JRPG, anime style. You have to do the whole like talk to your crew and stuff, make sure that they all are okay, and you go on like there's like bonding missions with them where you like get to know the crew a little bit more. But the gameplay, it's there's two stories. The main character, forget his name, and the female character, also the other main character if you choose to play her story, Kasane Randall, and everybody is augmented with these powers that they're kind of sort of born with. So the male main character is like a psychokinesis thing where he can like pick up cars and like throw them at stuff. But your crew, who you can like swap out and stuff throughout the story, has different powers and they can lend you their powers. I don't know how they do that. So like the girl that has flames and stuff, she can like charge you up so all your hits do like flame damage and stuff. And it's a JRPG. You level stuff up. Action based, not quite Devil May Cry in the combat. It's really hard to beat Devil May Cry in combat. I think that's like my standard for action slash hack and slash combat. But I think it's something you'd be interested in. I really like the game. I still play it. I play games very slowly, so if a game is longer than 20 hours, it'll probably take me a year to finish. But
That's crazy. You said Scarlet Nexus? That's what it's called?
yeah, it's called Scarlet Nexus. I would look into like the trailers, and I mean, fuck it, we're here. Let me just pull that shit up.
Also, for the sake of improving the podcast and ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
I think like based on JSO's comment, we should start explaining things a little better. So we just started talking and it's like RPG. God damn. Like just explain what things are. So RPG being like role playing game and JRPG being
Japanese role playing game.
just shit like that.
Yeah.
So at least people can have like the general knowledge. This makes me think of Genshin Impact.
Okay, yeah, this would be like Genshin Impact if they weren't just trying to steal all your money.
Yeah.
But like the combat gets insane. Like definitely every time I go back to continue playing the game, because I've been playing this game for like probably 2 years. Like,
It's like me in Skyrim.
yeah, I haven't even finished one of the storylines yet. But that's just me. I play video games slow. It took me a year to finish Spider-Man, the first one.
Crazy.
Yeah, like,
Isn't it less than 24 hours of gameplay?
I think so. I really don't know, but like I started it when it came out, and that was like September, whatever year it came out, and I like around September the following year, I finished it and finally seen like, oh shit, Aunt May died.
Yeah. See, like I try, but it depends on the game. Like when Spider-Man 2 released, I
Uh,
text everybody. I was like, look, don't fucking text me. Don't talk to me. I'm going to be playing this game. And I was like, I'm going to take my time. It's a 24-hour gameplay. I'm going to take my time. And I'll beat it in 3 days. That was me taking my time.
I just I don't have a ton of time to play, and I think a lot of that time that I do have to play, I spend playing like competitive games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So then when I find time to myself, sometimes I'm just like I don't even feel like trugging along right now. But like Scarlet Nexus, I definitely recommend. I have a lot of fun with that one. But I'm definitely going to be playing a lot of Sparking Zero because they have online competitive rank multiplayer, and I'm a competitive person.
See, I am worried about it because like Tenkaichi 3, that's some shit I could like. I'll go to your house and I'll fuck you up. Like I'm
Yeah.
confident. There weren't a lot of people that beat me. I think there was only one. He cheated, and I don't mean like he cheated like, oh, he cheated because I lost. I mean like password characters.
Oh, he had the boosted password characters.
Yeah, he had a password character, so like no key blast affected him, no like key waves affected him, no special attacks affected him, only physical attacks. So I had to punch him, but every physical attack did like one damage, and he had up to the blue health bar.
Damn.
So I was just like, bro, this is cheating, but I enjoyed it because it's like you couldn't beat me any other way. So it's like I'm going to figure out how to beat you, and I never did. I lost like 6 times back to back, to back
Mm-mm-mm.
to back to back.
So if you're
But
not busy later today, I do have a series cooking up for my other channel, the 1912 Titanic Swim Team, where it's the Dragon Ball Draft League,
okay,
and we draft Dragon Ball characters in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 up to the 20-point destruction point limit,
okay.
and the CPUs fight it out. So the majority of the content is just wild commentary from everyone involved as these play out. We've done 2 seasons. 2 different champions have been crowned. If you want to join in on that, all you have to do is jump in our Discord so you can like see me streaming it, and you can make your choices and like your lineup and stuff. You'd be head coach Jeremiah Griffin.
All right, send it.
Bet. All right, I'll send you that link when we hop off of here. I think we're pretty much done. Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything. We
Yeah.
killed an hour, bro.
We got to an hour. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, I'll catch you later, big dog.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
Yep.